Hey everybody, Under here, and today I'm doing episode 94's review. Again, I do these without a script, ad-libbed, it's something I don't typically do, so bear with me if I start to ramble a bit. Quite a few things happened in this episode, and at the same time, not really much happened. I mean, a lot of things started to get rolling, right? We didn't see any of the Universe 6 Saiyans, they kept that off to the side. What it focused on was Frieza and Quitela's plan? Quitela? Quitela. It's hard to because clearly they're going for, I think it's a Italian or French word in Japanese, and now I'm trying to pronounce it as an American. I don't know. Anyway, Mouse Dude, Pikachu over there, he is trying to get Frieza killed. Now, I didn't really think that was what they were going to do. I thought they were going to try to recruit him, which honestly made a lot more sense because if he has a lot of enemies in Universe 7, what better way to screw them over and destroy every one of them at once, but then beating them in their own tournament, right? Recruit them over. I mean, sure, he didn't originate in Universe 7, but did Bedus? I mean, I'm not sure Bedus even originated in Universe 7 because he's got a brother who lives in Universe 6, so you would think at least one of them isn't exactly from that universe, and yet the loser will be destroyed with their universe. So I think I think they're in the clear. I think they could do this. I think they could recruit somebody and just bring them over to their universe and just have them, go all out. And I honestly think Frieza would do it. He could fight Goku. He could fight Vegeta. He could kill Krillin again. I know he wants to do that. I mean, he could do all these fun things and in the end potentially get his life back and destroy the universe that everybody hates him in. It'd be like a win-win-win-win situation. But maybe that will happen. I don't know. From what we understand now, we just got Universe 3 set up Seadra to kind of do the dirty work for him. So if they get caught, it'll be Seadra and Ro being the ones that kind of get screwed here. It's pretty smart. I mean, it's smart for, shonen anime. But, I mean, in the end, what we're coming down to is Quitela's a little rat, and it's exactly what he is. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where this goes. I don't know if this will prove to do anything. It's not like it's going to get Universe 7 disqualified. That'd be dumb, especially since I'm sure, if anything, it does cause more resentment towards Universe 7, because there's no way Zeno-sama will let Universe 7, and namely Goku, not participate in this tournament. Goku was the catalyst, the motivation for the tournament. They would bend every rule possible to get him in there, which would just seem like preferential treatment. And if it even goes down that route, if this stall tactic works, then whatever. Something else I want to point out too is how stupid Seadra and Ro are. You notice Quitela, when he discussed his plan, he didn't actually discuss it with any angels nearby, at least not from what I could tell. But Seadra and Ro speak of their cheating in earshot of their angel, whose name I don't know right now. But they made a very clear point to make it like, oh, he hears it, and he's doing facial expressions. He has an opinion over what they're doing. Again, will the angels rat them out? I have no idea. The angels really, unless they really love their universe, they have no stake in this. They're not going to die. And their father is kind of the one that's running the tournament. So I would definitely not be speaking of cheating and screwing over the tournament with them around. And yet both Seadra and Ro do that, right? Quitela might have even set them up to do this. Because remember, Universe 7 wasn't considered to be that strong of a tournament. This could be some backhanded way of setting up a completely different universe. But that universe was also considered a fairly weak one, right? With the puppy dogs. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving on from that, we have well, I want to save Frieza for last, right? We have Roshi training at Korin Tower, and Karin, Korin, however you want to pronounce it. Just reminding us that he's there for crowd control. He's not really. You look at the group, you're like, oh wow, Krillin. Well, they gave him a power boost, and he's always in these. Ten Shinhan. Yeah, he might not be as strong, but we know he can do crap when he needs to. I mean, everybody remembers Semi-Perfect Cell. Didn't matter the power gap there. He pretty much manhandled him for the allotted time he had. But Roshi was the question mark. Roshi, no one really understood. Why are you here, Roshi? I mean, the Mafuba, we figured it out. We could see that in like the Boogie Back outro, where it shows him performing the Mafuba. in the Future Trunks arc, we had the Mafaba again. So yeah, it just makes sense. He's there, and they showed a second one he can do. I believe it's a variation of what he did to Ten Shinhan, and of course what he did during the tournaments in the original Dragon Ball series. So yeah, he can do things. He's capable. We know what his role is going to be. It's crowd control. Um, and his throwback with Korin, just like, hey, I wanted to remember my past. I wanted to remember what it was like being a youth training under you, and they have like a little heartfelt moment. And the only reason why I imagine Korin even did this is because he might have a suspicion that Roshi's in over his head and won't be coming back, and Roshi may have that same suspicion, which might be why he's taking the time to randomly train in a place he doesn't need to be. I mean, it's not like Korin or Yajirobe are really giving him any tips. He was just using Yajirobe as a punching bag, which he could have done that with anything. So, I mean, poor Turtle. He got Mafabud. But yeah, I mean, there's that. I can see Roshi actually having a role. I feel like Roshi played his part, and everybody's accepted that. I mean, you see all the characters fall to the background in Dragon Ball Z, but it felt right for Roshi. I mean, I know a lot of people came into Dragon Ball for during Z. That was like their first exposure to it. That's fine. For you guys, Roshi was always just that old guy that apparently trained Goku when he was little. But for us who watched Dragon Ball, we actually had closure with Roshi, right? His fight with Ten Shinhan, that was him passing the torch. He's like, wow, this guy here, holy crap, he's amazing. He's stronger than me. I'm pretty sure Goku's probably stronger than me too. It's probably time for me to bow down and let the younger generation take over. And we had that happen in Dragon Ball, and that was great. And that's why I don't think a lot of people complain that Roshi didn't get a big role in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, sure, he had a bit of a role to do in the Piccolo Daimyo arc, but that role was to die. Literally to die. Half the arc he was dead, and if he had his way, the arc would have ended with him dying. So, whatever. I like Roshi as a character. I don't like how predatory they've made him. He was never this insane. I mean, he would ogle women, but he would never try to assault them, which Super has made into like a running gag. I've not liked that at all. But that aside, I like Roshi as a character. I kind of wish they had put somebody else in his place. But the crowd control, if they're going to put him in there, crowd control is the way to do it, and they definitely hammered that home today. So, another big thing we had was 17. 17's back officially. I mean, he's back with the group now. I mean, maybe I don't understand the Japanese language as well as I thought I did, but I get the difference between Maran and Maran. It's the double R's. It has you hold the vowel that came before it extra long. So it's 18 being upset that 17 doesn't know his own niece's name. I can understand her being mad about that. But the back and forth with the jokes, the symbolic crashing wave, it was just a bad joke, right? Like you screw it. It's one of those jokes you tell to a child, but it's also one of those things where there's a lot of tension. Like it looked like Krillin thought that 18 was going to start murdering everything. I mean, she hasn't shown that inclination whatsoever in Super, or really other than towards Hercule or Satan. So, yeah, but I did like the idea of the whole family coming together. And another thing to point out was that Marin might actually secretly be a fighter or have that potential. She's super young. No reason to put her into that situation yet. I mean, I doubt any of the people, apart from maybe Goku, was actually training to be a fighter. Well, apart from the Saiyans in general, I guess. At that age, we know Gohan wasn't. So, who knows? Maybe one day she could become strong. GT is the only time we see her as a young adult. And they don't show her that way, but GT has officially been removed from anybody's view of canon. I mean, the Pilaf gang alone kind of screwed that over. So, yeah, and just throwing that out there, the whole post, like what's going to happen after Dragon Ball Super, like the last episode of Z. I have a video I want to do on that too. I have a lot of videos I want to do, but I'm trying to pace myself, involving what everybody thinks that, you can't have any bad things happen in this arc. Nobody can die permanently, right? I mean, we know they survive. Well, fun thing to remember, we don't see every one of these characters. after the whole what's it called? Like during the final arc of Dragon Ball Z, after the time skip, where we see little itty bitty Pan fighting in the tournament. We don't see that. I mean, there are characters that are present now that we do not see then. Just gonna throw that out there. So this upcoming arc might actually have some sort of weight to it. I mean, who knows? Odds are they're gonna Dragon Ball the whole mess and fix everything. Even if Universe 7 doesn't win, their charming personality, the way Earth seems to make everybody a happy person, Vegeta, Beerus. I mean, they all become good guys, right? Except for Frieza. But who knows? Maybe even Frieza at this point. We don't know. But anyway, speaking of Frieza, and to quit my rambling about that topic, Frieza's back. And as you can tell from the thumbnail, we finally get confirmation on how to actually spell his name within the show itself. I mean, I know Dragon Ball Z Abridged probably has like the most famous take on the joke, where Future Trunks calls Frieza Frieza. Well, why is there an I in it? There isn't. I'll have to fix that when I get back. Yeah, that is... It's great, because I mean, I've always spelled 2 E's. I know that's not how it works in Japanese, but it's clearly a pun off an English word. So, Frieza. Double E's. It's right there in the thumbnail you're looking at. Had to use that for the thumbnail, by the way. I thought it was hilarious. Someone's been learning from Jocko how to draw Frieza. In fact, I think Frieza might be the most drawn character in the show. I mean, the purple crayon must be down to a nub by now. But Frieza's back. They may have to start getting a gold crayon because he's loving that golden form. In fact, he lit up the entire horizon with it. I don't see them having any trouble fighting the riffraff that's thrown at them. The whole point of this is that these are 2 of Universe 7's top fighters. If these people were any consequence, they would be in a tournament themselves, right? Or at least, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. These guys are going to be cannon fodder. But again, apparently it's only to slow them down, and Frieza wants to kill things, and Frieza's really methodical with how he kills things. In fact, how many things have we actually seen him kill, right? He strangles Vegeta, punches him in the kidneys, and only shoots him because he keeps rambling on. He stabs, Krillin through the chest and just shakes him like a bowl. I mean, it's brutal what he does to people. And also you have Gohan, who was shot multiple times, trying to get him to scream out in pain, just so that Goku can come back and see his son riddled with holes. I mean, it's just his thing. I don't see him going through and killing all these people quick. I mean, the only people he killed quickly was, I guess, that henchman who Trunks decided not to kill. He just put his hand through his chest, which was just a hardcore move to begin with, right? So, I mean, that's kind of like, whatever. He doesn't even care about that guy. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see the spike going quickly. I think that's the point of it. But in all honesty, it has to go quickly. Because none of these people can actually get there, right? They need Goku's instant transmission. Maybe Whis can get them there, but Whis has, like, travel time he has to actually do. So, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know if instant transmission can do it, to be honest with you. I have no idea how they're going to get there. But the fact is, they're trying to get delayed. And we know they're not going to get knocked out of the tournament. This is all kind of like a red herring sort of thing. So, yeah. I think the best thing we can take away from this episode is how you spell Frieza. With 2 E's. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I kind of hit up all my thoughts on it. There was nothing really to speculate on this episode, Oh, the big question is, will they get there in time? Ooh, will Frieza turn on them? We know this, right? I mean, either the spoilers that came out are accurate, and Frieza is, I don't know, a traitor, or they use him. If he's a traitor, then they have like 2 minutes to be like, we gotta get Yamcha. Because there's no time to go get Cell. There's no time to get anybody else. There is nobody else. Unless you want to bring Dende along and keep him back as a healer. Or, I don't know. That really is the only other option, isn't it? You can't bring Satan into it. I mean, Yamcha's better than that. Videl's got a baby to look after. Videl's actually probably a decent enough choice, but I don't think that, I mean, she hasn't fought in a long time. It's got to be Yamcha. So, I guess if the spoilers are true and Frieza can't do it, Yamcha time. But anyway, I already started the outro, and like I think I kept going. Guys, thank you for watching. If you have any ideas of your own that you want to share with me. If you think I'm wrong, if you've got anything to add, please let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you. This is shaping up to be a really cool arc. I love tournaments, and we've never really seen a free-for-all, not with Goku involved. Free-for-alls happen while we wait for Goku. So this next arc could be really cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all next time with another review of Dragon Ball Super. Obviously, episode 95. See ya. See ya.